Today we try to study the book of Esther. So let's begin. There are 10 chapters in the book of Esther and total 167 verses. In the book of Esther, there are two main points which are different from the other books in the Bible. They are 1. God is never mentioned in the book. 2. But it tells us to look for God's activity. The main characters of the book of Esther. Number 1. King Xerxes, the king of Persia. King Xerxes was the oldest son of Darius I. 2. Esther, the wife of King Xerxes. She was a biblical heroine who saved the Jewish people. She is recognized mostly for her strength, bravery, and dignity. 3. Mordecai, one of the administrators. He was a Jew and was from the tribe of Benjamin. He adopted his orphan cousin Esther, whom he brought up as if she were his own daughter. And at last, Haman, the main villain. Haman was an Agagite and was a high official in the king's court. He hated Mordecai because all the people in Persia bowed down to him except for Mordecai. We will see about all these characters and their doings in the following slides. In Esther chapter 1, Queen Vashti defies the king. King Xerxes ruled over 127 provinces all the way to Sudan. His wife's name was Queen Vashti. During the third rule of King Xerxes, he gave a banquet for all the men in the capital city of Susa, rich and poor alike. At the same time, the queen was also giving a feast to every woman. And on the seventh day of his banquet, the king was drunk and he called Queen Vashti to show off her beauty to all the officials and the people. But the queen refused to come and the king got very angry. Then the king asked his officials what to do as his wife disobeyed him. The officials in the palace said that Queen Vashti has disobeyed and insulted the king. So all the officials added that if this continues, every woman in their country will not obey or respect their husbands. And so the king had to make an order that Queen Vashti should never appear before the king. And also she was dismissed as the queen of that country. Esther chapter 2, Queen Esther. The king searched for a beautiful virgin in place of Vashti. Mordecai, a Jew who was from the tribe of Benjamin, had a cousin named Esther, also known as Hadassah. She had a good figure and was a beautiful girl. After her parents died, Mordecai adopted her and took care of her as his own daughter. And at last, Esther was taken to the king, and he liked her more than any other girls, and she won his favor. And the king placed the crown on her head and made her the queen. Mordecai saves the king. Meanwhile, Mordecai was appointed to an administrative position by the king. During that time, Mordecai saw two of the palace eunuchs, Bigthana and Teresh, who guarded the entrance to the king's room, planning to assassinate King Xerxes. So Mordecai went and told about their plan to Queen Esther, who then told it to the king. And then there was an investigation, and it was discovered that the report was true. So the king hanged both his guards on the gallows, and the king also ordered to write that incident in the official records of the empire. Esther chapter 3. Haman plots to destroy the Jews. After a few days, the king appointed a man named Haman to the position of prime minister, and he also ordered that every people should bow down before him. Everyone did except for Mordecai, so Haman got very angry about it. He also learned that Mordecai was a Jew, and because of Mordecai's disobedience, Haman decided not only to kill Mordecai but all the other Jews in the whole Persian Empire. Then Haman went and told the king that some people do not obey our laws, and so we should make a decree to put these people to death. And he also told that he will put 340,000 kilograms of silver into the royal treasury. The king gave his ring, which was used as a stamp, and gave him the permission to do according to his plan. He rolled a dice named Pur, and after 11 months of the month of Adar, all the Jews will die. So Haman made a proclamation which issued the name of the king. And the proclamation said that all the Jews, including their kids, will be killed and will not be shown any mercy. Esther chapter 4, Queen Esther's help. When Mordecai heard about this proclamation, he tore his clothes in anguish and dressed in sackcloth, covered his head with ashes, and walked through the city crying bitterly and loudly. Then all the Jews fasted and put sackcloth and laid in ashes. When Esther heard about it, she asked Mordecai what was happening. Esther then understood what was going on, and Mordecai asked Queen Esther to save the Jews. At first, Esther was scared to tell the incident to the king. So Esther, Mordecai, and all the other Jews fasted and prayed for 3 days. And on the next day, Esther made a plan to save the Jews. Esther chapter 5, Queen Esther's first banquet. Queen Esther hosts a banquet and invites the king and Haman. She also requests both of them to attend her exclusive banquet the next day. When Haman left the banquet, he saw Mordecai outside, and when he went home, he was happy, but something was not right. He told his wife and his relatives that he was invited to a party which was just for him and the king alone. But with a proud sound, he said that he was invited the next day also. But he said that he saw Mordecai outside and got very angry, and so he told to make a gallows to hang Mordecai, and it made him very happy. Esther chapter 6, Haman honors Mordecai. At that night, the king couldn't sleep, so he asked one of his servants to read the royal chronicles, that was, the official records of the empire. While the servant read, he heard how Mordecai had saved his life. Then he asked the servant whether Mordecai was rewarded for saving the king's life. The servant replied, "No." Then in the morning, when the king was planning how to reward Mordecai for saving the king's life, Haman entered the palace to request with the plan of killing Mordecai. Suddenly, the king asked, "What should be done with the man whom the king delights to honor?" Now Mordecai thought in his mind that the king delights to honor him. So Haman answered the king, "For the man whom the king delights to honor should wear one of the royal dresses which the king used to wear, and the horse that the king rode on, and the royal crown which was on his head." He also said that the dress and the horse should be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes, and they must dress up the man and bring him on horseback through the street of the city, proclaiming that it was the man whom the king delights to honor. Then the king ordered Haman to call Mordecai and to do what all Haman said. And then Haman took the apparel and the horse and arrayed Mordecai and brought him on horseback through the street of the city, proclaiming that Mordecai was the man whom the king delights to honor. Then Mordecai came home and told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had happened. Esther chapter 7, Esther's second banquet. The next day was the second banquet. The king and Haman had arrived. Then Esther informs that first of all she was a Jewish, and second that Haman had made a plan to murder her and Mordecai, who saved the king's life, and to murder all the Jews in the country. And she also mentioned that Haman had made a gallows to hang Mordecai and to kill him. By that time, the king was drunken, and in fury, he hanged Haman onto the gallows which was prepared for Mordecai. But killing Haman didn't solve the problem yet. What about the decree? We will see about it in the next chapter. Esther chapter 8, the plan to reverse the decree. So Queen Esther and Mordecai went and asked the king to remove the decree. But the king said that he could not take back the decree. So Esther and Mordecai made another decree proclaiming that the Jews can defend themselves and attack their enemies, whoever trying to attack them. In joy of the Jews, Queen Esther and Mordecai, along with King Xerxes, made many feasts and celebrations, and the king changed Mordecai's position in the palace and placed just beside him. Esther chapter 9 to 10, the decree day. And at last, the decree day came, and all the Jews were joyful. They trimmed over their enemies, but first They destroyed Haman's family and the other Persians who joined to make their silly decree of destroying Jews. And on the next day, they got a proclamation that they can defend themselves and destroy any people of the country who tries to destroy them. Then there was a 2 day celebration, that is, the Feast of Purim. The moral of the book of Esther is that God has made a perfect time for everything. He has made a purposeful plan for our life. The book of Esther tells us 3 powerful lessons about hope in God, divine timing, and God's supreme love. So we should always have faith and we should bring that faith in action in our practical life through fasting, abstinence, and prayers so that we and our fellow people will be blessed.